Good morning, how are you all doing, guys? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our look at the major markets, the S&P, oil, gold, silver, and some major shares. So let's have a look at the charts. So S&P, we are still looking for this pullback on the daily, still looking for this sell entry based off this daily 9. We need to close, obviously you can see we need to close under this level here. I obviously drew it on before this daily 9 closed, so I wasn't sure where it would be, but you can probably move this up a bit higher. So a daily close above this level here, which is a daily close, sorry, below this level, which is about 320. 3020, that would activate a sell trade from this daily 9, and then we'll potentially be looking to target this this 618, this is basically what was our 618 retracement, 0.5 or 382. So we'll have to see what happens there, see whether we do get a pullback or whether it's just onwards and upwards. 4 hour, not really much on the 4 hour. We had a nice 9 there that basically did reverse price a little bit, but nothing major. Obviously we're in a really strong market, so it's struggling to reverse the price. We can see we've got these nice long lower wicks here as well, which showed that we did trade below what was our sell line, but we didn't manage to close below, and we got bought quite a lot back up. So obviously that was the price action that we observed over the past couple of trading days. So it is looking strong overall. We're sitting here at the highs, mostly at the high basically. So you would think we're potentially going to tag this 786 if we don't close below here. I don't think we're just going to stay in the zone. We're going to move up or down. We've got to make a decision. Either we're going to squeeze the shorts or we're going to finally have a bit of a retrace. What I'd be cognizant of the fact is that we potentially had a month-end markup of sorts to last week, and now that that's done and we're in a new month, we could potentially get some selling. We'll just have to monitor that as it goes along. So over to oil. What do we have going on in oil? So we had the daily 9 in oil. So this was sort of the sell trade that we were looking for, a close basically, daily close below here, which we haven't got yet, and you can see the line's been pretty well respected. Bounced off it quite strongly, so not much there to see on the daily for a potential new setup. Have we got anything on the 4 hour? We've got to be getting to nearly, oh no, price flipped a bit, so nothing really on the 4 hour at the moment either. So we did have a great sell trade off the 9 here, sell once we break below there, had a nice move down, but it was bought back pretty quick, as lots of assets seem to be bought back up pretty quick in the market, as it is at the moment. USO, let's have a look at USO. When it decides to show us. I think we did have some lines during USO, so I'm not sure where they've gone, unless here it was, sorry, here we go. So we were looking for a close below this candle here, below this line here for a sell trade based off this 9, but we haven't got it yet. So it's just, again, it's onwards and upwards. Clearly this is obviously an oil based derivative, so it's gonna trade the oil, basically trade where oil goes, which has been up. No real trade entries here. We are just waiting for a confirmation of a downtrend before we can enter shorts in oil or USO. Let's have a look at gold. Gold has been trading nicely for us. So pretty much as you can see, we had our breakdown. Basically, we've been trading this off the 4 hour 9, as you guys know. So we had our breakdown off this 4 hour 9. What was this 4 hour 9 level here? This was our level to break under. We broke under. We obviously had a nice 9 there, nice 9 there. This is why I'm using the 4 hour. We had basically had a buy 9 here, which then obviously turned to a 1 as it moved up. And then it was a case of, this was our resistance. So our old support, new resistance. So we're going to bounce off that, and if not, then it's onwards and upwards. And you can see we pretty much tried to come back and test it as support. And it got front ran. We didn't even quite touch it. And then onwards again. So price flipped here, so we're starting a new green count, so potentially not gonna get a 9 on the 4 hour anytime soon. So that would lean me to the side of we're just gonna keep counting upwards and keep on moving up to maybe around the 1800 target. But we'll keep an eye on where that is going. Silver, it's been making nice moves. So this is what we drew basically. I'm guessing this was based off a daily. Was this a so it was, if we close under this 9, we have a nice sell trade. If we bounce off it, I mean, this was our target really. So We've obviously exceeded that and we're still going, so this is really good price action for silver, providing you are long it. Yep, so yeah, great trade there. I mean, you can see we've met the target nicely. That was our downside target, so we're either waiting for another daily 9 to give us a potential sell, or we've actually got a nice 4-hour 9 here. Didn't know we had this here. So what we'll do is we'll move this arrow along. We know we had that arrow on in real time. We'll move that along here, and we will now draw a new trade, which is, well, this candle is still open. It's currently trading, so for another 26 minutes. So it's hard for me to obviously know where it'll close, but 26 minutes we're quite far off the low of the candle, so I think that will be we will be okay drawing these lines on here. So yeah, so if you break that, just yeah, potentially, well, actually maybe down to either these moving averages, or what is also this horizontal sort of support, support line here. So yeah, that's what I would target off this silver 9 if we do basically close a candle below here on the 4-hour. So yeah, that is this is definitely one to be looking out for, because these commodities are trading quite nicely off the 9s. Gold silver ratio, I'm guessing, is still coming down. Yeah, this is great. Look, again, this was our target around here. So we had the 9 on it would have been the daily, so let's get the daily up again. We had the 9 on the daily, and it was a case of if we basically trade below where we were here after we sort of had the bounce, then it's just a sell and we'll keep coming down. And if we close the candle above the 9, it was a buy but I think we once it started to come down, I think we deleted that trade because obviously it didn't close a daily above the 9. So yeah, gold silver ratio making some nice progress. 95 now. Come on, let's get down to 30. Let's get down to 30 so I can sell my kilos and kilos of physical silver. Right, copper. So we did sort of redraw these lines a bit because we did a deep dive video on how to trade the TD on copper. So these are redrawn now. So you can see on the daily sort of price flipping, but it's a 4-hour again we're interested in. The 4-hour is our money maker. So you can see all the 4-hour 9s that we've been getting. Let's just lock these drawing tools. Yeah, so like the 9, gosh, come here. Right, the 9 there, reverse price a little bit. The 9 there, we bounced off it. The 9 there, well, it wasn't. Sorry, yeah, nearly. Well, it was a 9 there until we traded a bit lower, and then a 9 here, and then nearly a 9 there on the 8. So at the moment, copper is in no man's land. Not really an area that we can look to place a trade. No TD indicators and we're not at either of these support lines. I mean, what all this does look to me like is that if we have the channel, if we sort of drew a midpoint of the channel, we do respect quite nicely at various times the midpoint, so it looks like we just bounced off the midpoint of the channel. But TD wise, there's no real trade, and I don't think there's as much edge as I would like. Trading basically bounced off the middle of the channel, unless of course we've got a 4-hour 9, which we did here, so that was a nice trade. Right, so let's have a look at some stocks. Let's look at Amazon. Have we got anything interesting in Amazon? So we've got a new 4-hour 9 candle. So what I will do then is we will have a nice sell off from that 9 there in the 4-hour. We will move this up to here. Can I move that up to there? Yes, I'm sure I can. If I maybe undo drawing tools, undo that, and then move that. So this will be our new sell entry off the 4-hour, and then yeah, off the 4-hour potentially target this this 200 period moving average on the 4-hour. Have we got anything going on the daily? I suspect that move was based off that position was based off a daily 9, yeah, which it was, which is why we had it lower at the break of this candle. But yeah, we can move that up. In fact, actually, we could have moved it up to even higher to this daily 9. So if we traded below that daily 9, we then obviously got the sell, but we are operating off this, currently operating now off this 4-hourly 9 here, and obviously was a great sell. Nice. There was some great sell trades in Amazon. I must admit I did miss those, and I shouldn't have done, but there we go. T-Doc had a very strong reversal candle here. Wow, right back up to 174. This is a good move. This is something I'm very bullish of. The only real trade though for me I can see at the moment, with the fact we have this weekly 9, which has definitely caused some weakness in the price, as you can see. This is a very nice bullish looking wick now, so if we start trading above that, I think it is basically onwards and upwards, so this could be a very good trade. 4 hour, we didn't really get any real indication of the buy level, of anywhere to enter this buy, other than pure candlestick analysis. Really bullish candle, so once you take out the top, buy, fill your boots. But yeah, basically on a larger time frame scale, though, it's just take out this. I'm being very conservative with this, based on it being on a weekly 9, so it's just taking out the highs, then onwards and upwards is the only real trade, obviously other than that candlestick analysis one. Tesla's starting to make a move yet? No, it's still in our range, so literally nothing for us to look at there. Facebook, how's Facebook doing? I know that we had some lines drawn on here. Yeah, we did. So actually, this was based off 4 hours. So let's get our 4 hour chart up. Oh, zoom that in quite a lot, didn't it? This is what it's. Oh, right. 4 minute. I went on to, sorry, 4 hour. Yeah. So this was the 9. Obviously trading below that level was the sell. Was it based off a 4 hour or 12 hour? Just because it doesn't really line up with where I would have put it. It's interesting, that is. I wonder if I just I don't really know how I managed to draw that there. But hey, this is where it is. Either way, it was a good trade. I mean, it should really have been there based off the 4 hour, which would have been an even better trade, because then we never even went offside. But I mean, it was there. I won't necessarily move it. It's still on side. Again, we were targeting these 3 moving averages, this one, and this one. 21, 50 and 200. We've currently hit the 21, so are we going to come for the 50? It remains to be seen. Or are we just going to reverse, break back above, and then keep going up? Twitter's obviously in the news a bit with its crazy shenanigans. Yeah, a similar trade here. This was a 9 horizontal support. That breaking that level would have been a sell. Activated the sell trade, would have been a good sell trade. Daily, do we have anything on the daily? Nothing really to look at on the daily TD sequential wise. Clorex, Carnival. I don't know why I call this Clorex all the time. Carnival, nothing on the daily. Anything on the 4 hour? Nice 4 hour 9, break below the 9, sell trade, excellent. Nice 9 there as well, break below it, sell trade, great. No real, buy trade here, break above it, buy. So Clorex, in fact a 9, sorry, not Clorex, Carnival, Cruisers, and then obviously sell trade here, break below the 9, great sell trade. So this has actually been trading, and then again 9 here, 9, break above it, buy trade. So there you go, there is the power of the 4 hour 9s, just great. Right, one last one we're going to look at, Chewie. Chewie, another company that I am very bullish of. As you can see, nice looking chart. Yeah, so no real entry here other than candlestick, long wick, candlestick analysis. Daily, any daily sequentials? No, we had basically a trade below this here, which would have been a 9 until it traded lower. Would have been a nice sell entry, which did get us into profit, and then you would have had to look to have either taken partial or profits, or then break even stop loss. McDonald's 12 hour 9. We'll draw this one on. I do like selling McDonald's. I'm a McDonald's bear, and daily 9. And do we have anything on the 4 hour to pinpoint an entry? Only here, but that's not great. So we will put on a nice little sell trade potential here. Lots of horizontal support as well. Today, obviously, this day is not closed yet. It's not. In fact, this trading day has not even started yet for McDonald's. So we'll see where it opens today. Let me just get rid of that arrow, and then yeah, target wise, not a lot to target really. We're below the 200. So I mean, looking at it, possibly just a higher low maybe around here, so around the 177. But failing that, as in if we fail that level, not if we fail to get to that target, maybe down to around here, sort of lines up just by glancing across. So yeah, McDonald's. So yeah, there we go. I won't make this video any longer now. I've looked at quite a few shares, quite a few of our major our major indices, gold, silver, and copper. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys soon.